Chunga, chunga, chunga! Watch out!
You're ready for Kathiani?
Oh man, I'm tired.
Good morning and welcome to Kalistad TV. We are in Machakos County, county number 16 in Kenya. And currently we are at the top of Iveti Hills. As you can see from the background, this is part of the Katunga forest. Right now, currently ongoing in Europe is the Tour de France. And in our case in Kenya, it's the Machakos Thigh Grinder Race, a Queen Stage status race. I will start by showing you the cyclists as they prepare to start at the Garden Hotel, whereby they will ride the neutral zone up to Mutituni for the race briefing, and the race will officially start.
Mia, 90.
How are you? Good?
Shalom 40.
Ndio hiyo. Iko mbaya. Si ndio hiyo?
You're ready for Kathiani?
As ready as I can be. There's nothing else I can do. Hey, last minute checks are not allowed.
Well, you want me to take the win, right? So.
Oh, only this one. No other last minute checks. The two winners. Only the two winners.
Here are the cyclists riding in the neutral zone. In the neutral zone, the cyclists ride together and no attacks can be done at the neutral zone up until the race officially starts. Here, the cyclists are currently sharing pleasantries and getting to know how each one is faring in a small chit-chat before they enter into the race theater, where such chit-chats are unnecessarily unwelcome. This is an overhead view of some of the cyclists participating in the race as they warm up in the neutral zone before pedaling their way off.
Get off the bike or something, please get off rather than have a motorbike or a car or what's this scenario. You just want to keep everything safe. When you make that turn, it's a nice road along the top of that line. Until the bottom, then you turn left. When you turn left, there's a long descent, very long, fast. There are rumble strips on that descent. So don't lose your bottles, don't crash, don't break your rims, because there's no support on these races. It's a long descent. At the bottom of that descent, you go through Kenyacycling town. When you go past Kenyacycling town, it's a flat section. Try and avoid being there on your own, because that flat section typically has headwinds. So just keep riding, try and get a group together. Otherwise you use a lot of energy on that flat section. You'll get to a junction to be marked going to Kathiani, and the signboard showing very clearly Kathiani. You take that turn to Kathiani. If you go straight, you go to Kemboi. It says whatever business they have on track at the moment. That road is narrow, fast, sweet, right until you come to the bridge, Kagimu bridge, cross the bridge, and then go through the town and start the climb. There you can go as hard as fast as you want, as scared as you want. You're very brave to do anything you want to win the race. You'll find us at the top waiting to take your time. So I'll count down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, 1. Enjoy your day.
And the race officially starts in high tempo as we watch the cyclists gear up their cassettes in road race worthy mode. At the front, pacing up the peloton is Evan Wangai in the red jersey on domestic duties for the day. Evan Wangai has been racing abroad this year for Team Amani, and here he wants to break the peloton into a sizable group. Cream de la cream of the day have already taken their positions at the front, ready for any eventualities that the race will bring. And there goes the African time trial champion Charles Kagimu as he breaks away from the pack, and no other cyclist has decided to join him so far. Up ahead is a climb up Mua Hills, which for sure will split up the peloton at the back to various small groups. And here is the pursuers group At the front is Moses Muiruri of Bicycle Garage, chasing down Charles Kagimu. And here is the race splitting climb as Charles goes first and the pursuers peloton chase from the descent. And here, as they come, splits ready to happen, the climb will act as the natural selector for climbers and the rest of the cyclists. Here comes the second peloton up the climb, consisting of fewer cyclists than the first. Among them is Baba Kramer eyeing up the ladies' first position. And there it is. The hill has done its natural selection duties as the cyclists ride it up one by one, each on his or her own. And Munyao dismounts on the climb as we go past Geoffrey Lagat on his Factor road bike. Here is Cornelius Kemboi, whose fitness seems to be back, and up in front is the first peloton, consisting of Evans Wangai, Billy Graham, Patrick Mugu, Bobby Joseph, Ranja, Lomuria, Lorot, Kiptala, and Moses Muiruri. From here, one can see the picturesque views, which sadly the cyclists will not have a chance to look at. At the front is Lorot, keeping up the pace high, probably to drop Moses, as Lorot's teammates are the majority of the 5-person peloton, including the informed Paul Lomuria, Lorot having recently won a race in Mombasa. Lubanga ukai ready. There goes the second peloton of Bobby, Wangai, Kiptala, and Patrick Mugu. In front of them is Karanja, Muiruri, Lomuria, and Rot, as the two pelotons will merge in an upcoming descent. There they merge as Bobby attacks and takes Lomuria with him to form a two-man group, which is currently chasing Charles Kagimu, who is the race leader. Here he is soloing up from the breakaway initially initiated. As the cyclists prepare to take a descent to Kaloleni with a sharp corner. Here is a rider carrying a camera person, misjudging it and had to crash.
Hey, chunga, chunga, chunga! Watch out! Whoop, sorry. Woo.
But luckily the occupants had minor injuries. Some cyclists too overshoot it, as we see here Baba Kramer. No, turn.
Woo! Welcome to
It's a descent now.
Welcome to Machakos.
From here, cyclists descended to a flat section with headwinds awaiting them to slow them down. Here, cyclists were riding in pelotons to reduce the effects of the headwinds, but some still decided to go solo. And now branching off to Kathiani, whereby Wangai had a small incident as he hit a pothole, ending up his race for the day as he incurred damage on his front wheel. Utaweza kuendelea?
Ni deep aje yes.
And now to some off-road section at the bridge undergoing construction.
It's not the car now.
We are now going through Kathiani town as the cyclists prepare to do a 13-kilometer climb with podium splits awaiting them. Here, Cornelius Kemboi decides to turn up the taps to free away himself from the peloton. The pace by Kemboi is high as the peloton takes up a single file setup rather than the setup they had initially at Kathiani. The splits start to form in the peloton. This section is steep as the podium finishing move by Kemboi is actualized. And Moses and Karanja try to follow him up. Up the road is Kiptala, who too will face the wrath of Kemboi. So is Bobby and Lorot up ahead on the road. Chunga chunga. The splits continue as Billy, Thuo and Pasi are dropped and left to pace themselves up the climb. So is Patrick, Mugu, Kiptala and Moses, who has caught up with Kiptala. As Kemboi now climbs up within reaching distance of Bobby and later Lorot. Here goes the runners-up, Paul Lomuria, which now means there is only one person ahead, who is Charles Kagimu. Maintaining his position from the earlier breakaway he did before the first major climb. And here Charles takes first position.
Good one. Solid. Good one. Solid.
Followed by Lomuria.
Finish strong. Done, you're done. Nice one.
And Kemboi, who takes third position.
Nice one. You're done. Yeah.
Lorot, Moses Mwiruri, Karanja, Patrick Mugu, Dan Kiptala and Bobby, who now all have a small chit chat at the finish line as
Wakalema nilikuwa nataka kupigia hodi nikaanza kusumbua.